Hey guys, good morning. It is 10 o'clock on Monday, October the 12th. And today in Canada, which is where I live, it is Thanksgiving Day. So it's a big holiday for most people. The kids are at home and everybody's just chilling and relaxing. I don't want to get too much into the politics of Thanksgiving Day. It's a big disaster, and it definitely needs to be revisited and reorganized. North American history and Indigenous people just have a massive, it needs to be looked at, and reparations need to be made across the board. Anyway, for now, we are at Bliss Monkey's Online Creativity Club, and my name is Marcel, aka Bliss Monkey, and we are back. We are back with 3 hours. Our 3x3 challenge is right here on the screen somewhere. There it is. 3x3 challenge is 3 hours a day of creativity for 3 weeks, and we're back at it. So today's Monday. Even though it's a holiday, I am here. And we'll be here through the rest of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And there is no activity on Fridays. Things are just a little bit too busy on my end to accommodate every day of the week. So Bliss Monkey's Online Creativity Club is for all creative people, whether you are an artist or a painter or a writer or a producer. Cake maker, yoga teacher, doesn't matter. If you are planning or actually doing something creative, these 3 hours are for you. The original started to accommodate people stuck at home because of the COVID-19. But over time, the whole concept just kind of developed into an art project about what does it take for an artist to find an audience online. So thus far, what we've learned is that it's challenging, which of course everybody knows. But when you actually get down to business of trying to make something happen, it's fun if you have the time. So currently I do have the time, and so I'm really enjoying myself. Thus far, I've really limited myself to YouTube, and I've started this, of course, YouTube page, and then we grew out onto Restream. So Restream allows me to, here's their little logo, Restream. So Restream is a service which is free. It allows you to stream to 3 different platforms for free. They provide a chat function, and you can hook up your camera. So I have an HD camera hooked up to my laptop. I have a Blue Snowball microphone hooked up to my laptop. So it's to improve the sound, audio, visual quality, because the laptop is fairly old, from 2013. I just started up my Instagram account, and I just fired up my Twitch account. So I should be migrating to those platforms pretty soon. I think once October is done, if I can stay on YouTube, I will. But I plan on migrating over to something that is more artist friendly. So YouTube is, of course, very artist friendly, but it's not super ideal for live streaming and what it is that I'm doing here. Of course, what I'm doing is very much a project, and it's underfunded, and I have no one helping me. So if anything distracts me from this project, it just doesn't get done. So a lot of the promotion isn't getting done. Like this morning, I woke up late and I planned on promoting myself on various sites, and I never did it. So there are some things that you can do to attract a better audience that I'm not doing here on YouTube, or that I'm not doing for this YouTube channel. And that's, something that if you have more time, then it's easier. It's an easier thing to do. Anyway, I'm just sharing with you basically the few steps that I've done and that I plan to undertake. I think the biggest step for me is going to be learning how to utilize an OBS. An OBS will allow me to create kind of like a fancier presentation. The way I understand it is it's kind of like a more artistic template that goes over the raw YouTube channel template. And not only that, but it allows me to put stream music directly into the computer. So I want to be doing that. I've been invited as a guest to be featured on another channel that's music centered. So I need to create my OBS and develop a playlist and learn how to put music right through the computer via the OBS. So there are some opportunities that have become available to me, but it just takes time, to learn all these things. And like I said, I might sound like I'm disappointed or not enjoying myself, but that would absolutely be the opposite. It's very, very interesting, and it's quite a lot of fun. All right, so let's get to work. Today is Monday, October 12th. It's 10:07. We are going until 1 o'clock. We're going to take a break at 11 and 12. For me, I have been working on my Vader image, as you can see right here. I use Micron pens, and I'm working currently on filling in this last little middle part before I finally do one more trip around the whole image, darkening and shading where I need to. So this should be done in a few weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And then I have some inks to add to one more, which I'll show you. And then all of my images will be brought to a photographer. They'll be shot and put online. And hopefully, George, at that time, since I haven't heard from you yet, you will give me a call and tell me that you want them all, and many, many more. So this is what I'm working on today. I have my image taped with painter's tape onto an old drafting table. So when I lift the paper off, there's no damage or issue to the paper itself. There are some very, very expensive, if you go to your local art store, there are some very expensive alternatives, but painter's tape is super cheap and works really, really, really well. As you guys know, I use my Micron pens. So I have a whole slew of Micron pens, and most of them are quite old, and those are the ones that help me get the lighter gray ink tones, because the ink flow from the older pens is much reduced because of the wear on the tip and the age of the pen. While I'm working, and when I'm not working, I cover my artwork with these large plastic sheets. These plastic sheets are actually bags from the art stores where I'm buying the paper from. So they work quite well. They keep the paper clean, and you don't have to worry about if you're drawing and your body is hitting the paper, leaving any marks. So I have the markers here that I usually use. And I have my paper, which I put on here, so nothing is ever directly resting on the artwork, and I have this little plastic wrapped towel to act as a pillow, and I rest my arm. Well, you can't, I don't know if you can see that, but I rest my arm on it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get started. I hope you will get started as well. If you're here live in the chat or after the video, please drop a comment and I'll be happy to have a conversation. Well, it looked like we were going to have a sunny day today, but it's been overcast here in Vancouver area for some time now, and it looks like the sun is gone and the rain is coming in. I have these speakers for my computer and they're Bluetooth, and sometimes they connect, sometimes they don't. It's just random. All right, so it's time to get to work, so let's do that. We'll take our first break in almost 45 minutes at 11 o'clock. I see there's a couple of people watching. Hello. Thank you for watching. If you're here in the chat and you feel like dropping a message, please do. I'd love to say hi, find out who you are and where you're from. And if you're just watching, I hope you've got your things set up and you're ready to go, because so am I. Oh, I have a comment. Hi, Boba Kitty Cat. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming to the show. Really appreciate it. Great stream. Well, thank you very much, Boba. I'm glad that you're here. I hope you're being creative, or I hope you have something around that you can be creative with. Thanks for coming on to the show. Please feel free to make a comment, and I'll love to chat with you. Heck yeah. Thank you very much. That's a very nice comment. I like that. You can work. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that you're here, Boba. I really appreciate the comment. Oh, well, I miss you too, Boba Kitty. You're just wonderful. Thank you very much. All right, we just have 8 minutes, and then we will take our first break. Oh, why did this stop? Oh, just ended. Ends just like that? Okay. Let's put on some music. How are we doing? All right, it's 10:59, so we're going to take a break. our first break of the day. We'll just take a 5 or 6 minute break. Okay, guys, that's the end of our first break. It's Monday, October 12th, and I am Bliss Monkey at Bliss Monkey's Online Creativity Club, also known as Marcel. It's been a crazy weekend for me. My store is about to launch in 2 days, so I've had to do all kinds of... the last minute doesn't sound appropriate, but it feels like last minute. All kinds of last minute changes. And the whole store and the whole operation is 100% volunteer work. So I'm doing as a volunteer, and my guy Matt, who is a genius designer, is doing his end, and John is doing his end. Matt is a designer, as I mentioned, and John is a reviewer. But he also helps me and DRC. DRC means Dream Punk Record Club. It's a electronic music sort of subgenre. Anyway, it's kind of blowing up online right now. So we have 3 projects that we're undertaking right now. So the first project is a merch store, and our merch store is about to launch, like I said, in 2 days. So I've been doing promotions for that for the last 2.5 days, which has basically been the weekend, and doing a lot of calculations, thanks to Nancy with the math, because I'm not a math person. And I'm trying to be, well, I'm not trying to be, we are being as transparent as possible for costs and the profits that are generated from the store and where those profits are going to go. So we've publicly announced 2 projects, and we have a 3rd project that I'm currently getting support for from artists and labels. And I actually have a 4th project, and then phase 2 is what I'm calling it, phase 2. So the first 2 projects are, the first one is a merch store. So I'm selling garments and posters and what I'm calling the legendary DRC mug, because it's kind of a joke among my friends. It was the first sort of merch item that I posted. I just wrote the name on a piece of paper and stuck it on a mug and took a photo, and I said, here's our first piece of merch. So anyway, the merch store is happening. It's got lots of garments, lots of great designs, lots of cool posters, and all that stuff. So 100% of the funds from this project is going to fund the next project, which is like a 50-odd page magazine. The magazine will be designed by some friends of mine. It will be printed and published, all in the community, and all the articles are coming from artists and labels, and it will consist of a lot of my interviews, my own articles and input from people that I work with at DRC, namely Matt and John. So Project 1, the merch store, funds Project 2. So I really haven't been able to pay much attention to all of this, because these 2 things, Project 1 is launching on Wednesday, and it's the first time I've ever done anything like this, so I'm very excited, and there's lots of really good energy happening, and there's tons of support, and I'm being very clear on Twitter and Facebook, like, look, this is how much money we need to make if we want Project 2 to happen. So it's really about organizing the people in a scene around making things happen in a real, tangible way to grow the scene. So the scene was growing before with labels and artists and music. But as you can see, they all have their own merch as well, more or less. But the magazine is kind of an original concept, and project number 3 is also an original concept. And Project 4 is, I was going to say super original, but Project 4 is, which I can't talk about, it's a secret. Is something completely new for the scene that I don't think anybody has done. And it's designed to serve a very specific purpose as a starting point to bring non-music people into what is right now a very largely music-based scene. So if you can expand on the content of a scene, so if a scene is like basically largely music-based, what you want to do is you want to create other content to bring in more people. And what this does is it benefits the artists that started the scene, which is the musicians and the designers and the producers. And then it just kind of builds out in an organic way. So that's what I'm trying to do. Well, now I'm no longer trying. That's what I'm doing. And October 14th is the merch is going to be available for 2 weeks. So we'll see, we'll see how it goes. And I'm being very transparent with everybody in the scene, saying these projects depend on you. They're 100% funded by us. So it's it's a very exciting experiment, right? It's kind of like another art project I have going on. For me, a job opportunity has come up from this, but unfortunately, I don't think I think the person who would like to do it has their eyes are bigger. Not their eyes are bigger than their stomach. Anyway, it might work, it might not work. I don't know. We have to talk about it. So the whole idea is to provide artists, just like this, is to provide artists and creative people with opportunities. And a lot of people, what they do is they just wait. They just wait for opportunities to come to them. Like, they think that by doing the same thing that they've always been doing, which has generated zero opportunities, is going to somehow create new opportunities. Of course, that's not at all going to work. So I'm doing this online thing to kind of create opportunities for myself and anybody else. Hey, yo, Kristen, nice to see you. I'm trying to create opportunities for myself in this art scene, and other people, of course, can't be. Nothing is ever accomplished just by one person. Never. It's like stupid to think about that. Comes and joins the chat. There's more opportunities for people, which is why I feel bad for not doing so much promotion, because then the scene won't grow. But in the other music scene I'm in, my designer Matt, he is now working with a label. So Matt went from just being a fan to working with me in a fan site to now working with a label. I just started out as fan. I started a fan site, and now I'm working with labels, but in a way that is not yet monetized. But monetization opportunities have started sort of showing up. So anyway, that's my whole philosophy about like doing this channel and doing the Dream Punk Record Club stuff. It's just to try to look at a scene and how can you create new opportunities in that space. For Dream Punk Record Club, I was really lucky because the scene was already there. Like, all the musicians, all the labels, they had all the fans, all the artists. They had laid the groundwork, and I just inserted something where everybody could hang out and congregate and talk. And this generates its own kind of energy and enthusiasm. Now, if you are thinking that this is all you have to do is start a website, that would be false. All you have to do is start a Facebook page, that would be false. I've nurtured the Facebook page. I welcome each person individually. I've crafted like probably 75 different stories as part of like a welcome, to each person. Now I'm starting to recycle the stories because I just don't have time to write a story for every person that joins. I'm hyping all of the artists, communicating with everybody. And so the model for the site is really positive, lots of energy, and lots of everybody's inputting, because that's what I did. So I'm modeling the behavior for the community, and luckily everybody seems to like that. So now I don't have to do that so much anymore, which is why these projects are now able to happen. So I hope I've explained what it is that I'm doing elsewhere, and it's what I'm trying to start here. Lastly, before I finish and get back to work, I worked for like, and I call it work, but it was just fan work. I hyped for like a year and a half labels and artists just as a fan before I started the webpage. So I expect that something like this would take about a year and a half for me to figure out before any action started happening. It's a long game, right? You have, but like, what choice do you have? This is reality, and you input your effort into it, and slowly the soil of your existence starts bearing fruit, and that fruit comes along in an organic way at the rate at which it can grow. And that all depends on a consistent level of input, right? So it seems to make sense to me. Some things take longer, some things take less time, but if we are just existing, waiting for opportunities to come to us, and that's what we've always been doing, and no opportunities have shown up, then it's probably better to just change what you're doing and create something for yourself. But of course, all of this is unexpected for me. I didn't think any of it would go this way. Uh, but what I'm trying to do is share with everybody what it is that I've experienced so that they can know what to expect, right? Anyway, maybe I'm talking too much, so I'll stop. It's 11:17, 20 minutes. I've probably been talking now for 15. So nice to see you, Kristen. I hope you're feeling better. I hope your shoulder is doing really well. I'm going to get back to work. Drop a comment here in the live chat, or if you're watching after we're done, drop a comment, like, subscribe, share, be happy.
To whom this may concern, I go by a stranger, and I live by a particular set of rules. Rule number one, don't make friends. Rule number two, don't share personal information. Rule number three, don't get close to anyone.
Hey, John. 11:33. I don't know if you're still around. It's going slow. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, it's going slow. Everything is really slow. I'm in this super detailed part right in the middle of the piece, and it's just snail's pace. It's really, 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 really slow. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. I keep checking in on Twitter to see if I get any replies to that thing I sent earlier. Haven't heard back yet, so just waiting on that. I wanted to share with you something, so I'll do that at 1. Hey, Boba. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, John, I'm just listening to Ghoul, but it's a bit too mellow for me. I need something more upbeat. I was just talking earlier that I have to get this OBS thing happening so I can play music directly into the yes, Noir number 1. I don't know if you know this, but when he put up the test pressing on hey, Boba. Boba is my daughter, John. When he put up the test pressing on YouTube, like months ago, I was like, you can go check it out if you want. I wrote, yo, man, you got to call this the Noir series. So I'm glad that he did. It seems like you and I have plenty of influence on these label people. To be honest with you, I think a lot of times they're sort of just doing things on their own, and any input they get is like very welcomed and has a really strong effect. Hey, Boba. Heck yeah. All right, I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for popping in, John. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Boba. Apparently, Kristen is around here somewhere. This thing really sucks. Right here, you guys can't see it, but it says live and people watching. And for me, it says 0. So I got to set up another screen or something so that I can see if people are here. Hey, Kristen. Yeah, like I can't see any Facebook comments either. So it sucks because when people are commenting on Facebook, I have no idea. So Restream, it is what it is, right? Ah, okay, John, cool. Oh, you see, it says nothing here. Lagging. All right. Sorry, Boba. Anyway, yeah, Restream has some issues. Yeah, Restream's pretty good, but it has some issues. All right, I'm going to get back to work, guys, but it's 11:38, so we have, yeah, peace, John. We have 20 minutes left before we take a break, and then we will, yeah, we'll take a break, and then we're into our last hour. Cool, right on. Thanks for popping in, Kristen. Boba. Are you listening from the other room? Well, I hope you're having a good time in the other room. Hi, y'all. My dad's an artist. That's right. Try to be. You are too, baby.
dangerous men die violent deaths. I've accepted my fate. I messed up the job. And this is how bad this is Tales end. Just my luck.
Where was I? Oh yeah. All right, we got 6 minutes and we'll take a break. Oh. All right, it's 12:01. So we're going to take a quick break. I got to get a snack, so I'm going to leave the room. And I have to get a tool, which I left out in the other room. So let's take a 5-minute break. It's 12 o'clock, and then we're into our last hour. Okay, let's get back to work. All right, it's our last hour. So it is 12:06 on October the 12th. It's Canadian Thanksgiving, so it's a holiday for most people. But I got to keep this going, otherwise picture's never going to get finished. If you join the stream, thank you for joining. Please like, subscribe, share, all the things. Yeah, we're going to go until the end of October, and then I think maybe, I don't know if we're going to keep doing this or not. But I don't know what my options are just yet. Don't have a clear idea. But we'll be migrating over to Instagram and Twitch. So maybe we keep this going. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I have a few things to learn before I do any of that stuff anyway. So yeah, thanks for coming around. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're being creative, and I'm going to get back to work. Hmm. Yeah, Restream has changed some stuff here. Why do they have... Oh, they have picture... Oh, okay, so you can block... I wonder what... I'm just going to try something here. Oh, that means you need to have an extra camera set up. Yeah, Restream has changed some stuff, and you can see it on the creator's side of the platform. So I'll have to look and see what they've done to see if I can utilize. It looks like they have, like you can have a little tiny screen over here and a bigger screen at the same time. And this is what I wanted to do with my getting a rig to have my phone over the table to show the artwork. Huh. Yeah, it's this never-ending river. And rivers are refreshing, but a never-ending river of information and that you need to assimilate and what's the word I'm looking for? Act on, like assimilate and utilize and activate or whatever. Just so much stuff to do. Yeah, so we're at 12:21, so we have 40 minutes left in the hour. Thanks for coming by if you have. Thanks for hanging out if you are. It's Bliss Monkeys Online Creativity Club, and we're just getting things started with this art project we're doing here, which is how do you get yourself some attention online if you don't know what the heck you're doing. So I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to branch out online to see what happens. And whatever information I get, I'm happy to share with you guys, and whatever information I have in terms of like art presentation or how to reach out to people. I'm definitely here, so if you want to drop something in the chat. Kristen, tired today? Yeah, me too. It's probably the weather shift. Here in Vancouver, the weather has gone pretty direct into overcast and rain from sun. So I actually feel like I'm pretty hungover today. I did not have anything to drink. yesterday, and the weather just does me in. If there's a big weather shift, like there has been, both my wife Nancy and I, we feel it like a lot in our whole body. So, you know, the air we breathe, the world we live in, we are immersed in the environment. We are the environment. We're a product of the environment. We are the environment. So when the weather changes, your environment changes, you know, your body's going to feel it. And it's really interesting to track how you relate. Yeah, I was just going to say I could feel it in my bones. Same thing. Yeah, promoting yourself is just persistence. You know, I wanted to comment promoting yourself and pathway to doing that. My little stool here. Is this better? So, one of the things that's happening with DRC right now is it's a bit more. It's winding up. There's getting a lot of excitement, and these projects are happening, and it's just a lot. There's a lot of excitement. It's exciting for me. It's exciting for the guys I'm working with. It's exciting for some of the people in our community. But I wanted to mention to them, and I do plan to, but I'm trying to think of the right way of doing this, is that in every great story, there are failure, setbacks, unexpected challenges, gets its pound of flesh. It comes along. If you look at the universe or life as kind of a dramatic event, there are characters and they all have a role to play. And the flip side of opportunity is setbacks, and the flip side of success is failure. And it doesn't mean that we live in an either-or world. You're either going to be successful or you're going to fail. That would be a really narrow-minded way of looking at the world, and evidence does not bear that out. But failure, setbacks, and challenges, they're characters in this play, and they have a role. And sometimes they come on the stage for a very short while. Sometimes they overwhelm the stage with their presence. And you as an actor cannot do anything other than welcome this figure because it has a role to play. It's part of life, and it's intrinsic to opportunity and success. It's the first cousin or brother or daughter or whatever. It's a familial, organic, naturally connected element of our existence. So whenever there's a failure or a setback or a challenge, I would say, well, it's good to see you. What took you so long? Or if it comes fast, you're like, whoa, I couldn't even set the table. So, if you're an artist or a creator, always have a place at the table for failure and setbacks and challenges, because they will come, and you want to be mentally attuned to their presence, let them do their thing, and then you just keep on doing yours. Because failure can come and make an appearance, but persistence always wins the day. So it's very, very important to be aware of the characters in this existence that we have, who is tied to what, and what role it is that they are going to introduce in your life. So a setback very frequently is a reminder that an element was overlooked, something wasn't noticed, and that you just have to wait for it to play out. And then the element that you didn't notice or overlooked, or the thing that needed to happen, will come in on its own. So you got to go with it, right? And these are all characters that are asking you to go with them. They're not coming in for no reason at all. But it's important how you respond. Have you heard of Linktree? Maybe? It allows you to have a bunch of links all in one link that people can check on. So you could have links to your website and store and YouTube channel and Facebook group all under one link. So, Kristen, where does the Linktree link go? So, like, do I put a Linktree link everywhere and they all go everywhere? If you can explain that, or I'll look into it. Another thing to look into. Anyway, I hope my comments on failure and setbacks are helpful. Oh, Instagram profile. Okay. Yeah, like I was on Twitch the other day and they're like, put in your social media. And I was like, oh my God, what? So I got to figure this stuff out. I'll look into it. Thanks. I'll definitely look into it. I'm starting to have a notebook for all the things I got to do. It's piling up. It's getting crazy. Anyway, do you have to pay for it? Is it free? I like free. Anyway, let me know. So those are my comments on quote-unquote failure. You know, it's just like a rainy day. Rolls on in, rolls on out. Oh, yeah, it's free. Cool. I'll check it out. Thanks, Kristen. Right, yeah. Restream here, you get 3 free platforms. And then if you want to stream to more additional platforms, you have to buy their subscription. By getting their subscription, though, you get more perks, different things. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Let's see what this does. Does this do anything? I don't know. I can't see if that's doing it. All right, 10 minutes left. Oh, darn it. Okay, it's 12:57, so let's wrap it up. If you have come to the stream today, thank you very much. Super appreciate it. I will do as much as I can to promote the stream. If you can help me out in that respect, that would be fantastic. Liking, subscribing, and sharing the link on various platforms would be awesome. Of course, you don't have to do that. That's on me to do. Just busy. So yeah, my store is opening in a couple of days. Very excited about that. Of course, I'll let you know how that goes. Unless you want to go to my store. I should put the link up here. What else is there? Not much else. Today's Monday, so we're going Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, no Friday. And 3 hours every day. We're going through Inktober or October. Inktober is a really popular pen and ink enthusiast event running through the month. So if you're an Inktober person, peace, welcome to the show. If you're not, peace, welcome to the show. I don't know what else to say. I don't have a lot on my mind today. Well, I have a lot on my mind, but I'm not really feeling very well. This rain and weather is kind of giving me a headache and stuff. But, you know, even if it's raining and even if you have a headache, it pays off to, you know, at the end of X number of weeks, rain or shine, you have something to show for it. All right, that's why we're here. So thanks for coming. Thanks, Kristen, for your fabulous tips about TreeLink. I'm going to check out TreeLink. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to check it out. So many things to do. All right. Much love, everybody. It's 12:59, but I'm just going to end it now. Are we going to see 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock? Yeah. Forget it. Okay, much love. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. You know, when you say Happy Canadian Thanksgiving, you always got to say this is stolen land, right? Canada is a First Nations land, and everybody here that is not First Nations is occupying territory that was stolen. So the reason why you don't see First Nations people around, even though you know they were here first, is something that you should probably spend time thinking about if you haven't already. Once you arrive at the conclusion that maybe you know reparations are in order, we should probably do something like maybe contact your government representative and ask them what they're doing about it, because it's long overdue, among many other things regarding First Nations people in Canada. It's a very, very, very difficult topic, but everything is perfectly obvious if you just look into it for like 25 minutes, 25 seconds. Just think about it. All right, so much love to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Much love to everybody. Okay, bye for now. Yeah, time goes by does fast. Hey? Time does go by fast. 3 hours today. See you for 3 hours tomorrow.